Hello there. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to episode number 6 of Awesome Gaming News. This is a program that focuses on positive and uplifting news stories from around gaming across the entire spectrum. And we're looking at a lot of different interesting things today, between things like Marvel Rivals coming out, which has been a pretty cool thing, not in the world of video gaming, but also a lot of tabletop gaming stuff. Of course, we're going to focus more on wargaming and tabletop games, which, of course, I tend to cover. Starting also with Star Trek Into the Unknown, which you've obviously heard me talk a lot about it lately, but there is now an official street date of December 18th. It is shipping now. They're aiming for December 18th. So if you were waiting for this to finally hit store shelves, there is now officially a date. Hopefully that will hit across the globe on December 18th, but some places there's always delays for shipping and suppliers and distributors and all that sort of thing. So be patient, but this should hit just in time for Christmas and other holidays. And for all you people trying to get this in before 2025, there's a very good shot of that showing up, and that's a very cool story. Before we get into more stories, I do want to do a little admin stuff. There's definitely a lot of reason to subscribe and like and share and click that alerts, not the least of which is we are still doing 12 Days of Life Day giveaways happening all month long. To enter to win any of those, you just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. It's as simple as that. Today, we are also going to be doing one of those giveaways at the end of this video. So if you've been hanging out with me for a while, make sure you watch all the way to the end and see if you are a Life Day winner. We're going to start off with a board game, and definitely one that I think is a very fun one. So we're going to start off talking about Thunder Road Vendetta Carnival of Chaos. It was on Kickstarter. This is from Restoration Games. They've taken Thunder Road and reprinted this game. It is a very fun game, and this expansion, Carnival of Chaos, is now shipping. It is... Look at that thing. Look at it. This is a beautiful Carnival of Chaos. It is chaos on the carnival. I don't know why we're doing voices, but that's what can happen when chaos hits. You might find yourself doing a different voice. This is Thunder Road Vendetta is a really fun game. Think of it as like Mad Max kind of, cars with guns, and there's helicopters even, which I don't know if there were too many helicopters in Mad Max, but that kind of post-apocalyptic death race sort of world. And one of the cool things about it is everybody playing gets like 3 cars. You get a small, a medium, and a big, and a helicopter also. And so it's not necessarily about winning the race. It's about having fun. And it really fits into the chaos type of gameplay that I have liked. I played this a couple of months ago for the first time and backed it on Kickstarter, and kind of went all in. But Carnival of Chaos changes the game from being just a straight up race to being more of an arena deathmatch kind of pick up scrap and get the most victory points. That sort of thing. And also adds a purple faction. You can add another player to your game as well. I will actually be doing an unboxing and quick look at Carnival of Chaos, as well as Thunder Road Vendetta and the all-in box with the organizer. I kind of went complete bananas on this game because it's a fun game. Probably didn't even need to. I think there's a whole lot of content in there. I don't even know if I'll be able to play all of it, but it's a super fun one. Great for the kids and the family and all that good stuff too. So that's shipping, and I think a lot of you who've backed it have already got it. If not, it makes for, it's like Thunder Road's a great holiday gift for your gaming group, and just especially if you got young ones that want to just get in, or if you have people that just like fun games that you don't have to think too much about. It's just like, let's roll the dice. Oh no, we just spun out and that car just went off the road. I just blew up my own car. Oh, but I'm gonna blow up your car too. And like fun, chaotic, crazy, awesome, over the top gameplay. That's what Thunder Road is. It's very cool. So check it out. I like it quite a bit. Star Wars Unlimited has announced set for their Jump to Light Speed expansion, featuring the return of characters from Star Wars Rebels like Grand Admiral Thrawn and Hera Syndulla and Han Solo and the Millennium Falcon, and lots of space-faring characters are going to be the focus of the Jump to Light Speed. There's going to be a lot more space units in here, as well as space bound leaders that are going to be in the stars in the space arena instead of necessarily on the ground. Of course, for all of you players who have said, hey, Asmodee doesn't have a space game, well, it's still not a space game, but it's a space focus for Star Wars Unlimited, and I think that's definitely one of the things that Star Wars Unlimited was kind of a little bit light on. You know, it was a little bit more ground-centric, and this is going to be a cool expansion that's going to feature lots of cool ships, whether they be Star Destroyers or freighters or X-Wings and TIE Fighters and things like that. We're going to see a lot of that in the Jump to Lightspeed expansion. This comes out in March of 2025. A lot of people saying, wait a second, didn't they just come out with set 3? Yes, they did. That's the way the cycle goes. It's a constant system of just, you know, you've just got this, you've got like 2 weeks to enjoy the new expansion before previews for the next one start rolling out. That's just how it goes. We've already seen like hints for like the next 4 or 5 expansions or so. So, you know, like the titles are already out there. There's a Legends one coming. There's all kinds of crazy stuff coming, but this one looks really cool. So you Star Wars Unlimited players out there, go nuts, get your pre-orders. I don't think stock and supply is going to be much of an issue anymore. So looks like everybody can get Star Wars Unlimited now. It just took them long enough to be able to do it. So if you're interested in that, definitely check it out. We talked about this in a recent video, but there was some errata for Star Wars Legion. The reason I'm talking about it in today's video is because it does kind of represent a positive uptick in the communication of Atomic Mass Games and how they're doing errata. It's nice to just see not just changes made, but reasoning behind the changes and a little explanation that go along with them, rather than just like, oh, there's a new document and it's live and we're not going to talk about it and you got to go figure it out for yourself. I like, you know, I'm not the world's biggest fan of Atomic Mass Games. You know, that's no secret to anybody here. But I do believe on giving credit where credit's due. This represents an improvement in, you know, compared to previous methods of communication and pushing patch management and change management out there and getting your point across to the community. And I wish they would have done this with more games. But I'm glad that they're doing this here. It's a good thing, and hopefully, you know, it's just the first of many positive changes from Atomic Mass Games. So glad to see that. Snapships Tactics. There is a new Swarm box that is going to be coming out next year. We're going to be talking more about this in the future, but this is going to feature new things, new cards, new pieces, new cockpits, and lots of extra goodies. So fans of Snapships Tactics, definitely be on the lookout for more information regarding this new Swarm box. They have been cooking up some goodies over there at the Snapships Tactics factory. I will say this, it is challenging to say Snapships Tactics multiple times in a row because the S's in there like don't want to roll off of my tongue very, very well. As so many times I say Snapship Tactics and it's not Snapship Tactics. You know how many times I've had to do this video and I screwed up on saying Snapships Tactics, and I should just edit this whole part out, but I've said it right so many times in a row that I'm going to leave it in because it's Snapships Tactics and I haven't screwed it up once this time, and I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud. It's not Thanksgiving anymore, but if it were, I'd be so thankful for not getting my tongue tied. It's a wonderful thing. It absolutely is. All right. Well, hopefully you guys are having a good time. We got some more cool stuff to talk about. There is a Voltron Kickstarter going on right now. Now, fans of the 80s rejoice, right? I know there's some Voltron fans out there. I've always wanted to see Voltron show up in a space game as like X-Wing or Armada, where you have your lions and then you form them into a giant Voltron, and it's a cross-universe game and you face Mega Maid from Spaceballs and crazy stuff happens. But no, I even did a Voltron build for Armada years ago. That was a cool idea. No, the idea with this is that it's a role-playing game. That's going to be on Kickstarter, and it's by Catalyst Games. And look, they're featuring the original Voltron and then also the new Voltron, which is pretty cool. But also there's going to be a board game that goes along with this. Now, it's a cooperative board game, so fans of co-ops, you can look forward to that. There's a pledge manager for just... And it's not even an expensive Kickstarter to get into. I think like the board game pledge is only like $40-50, something like that. It's not that bad. It seems very, very reasonable. So So definitely check it out. There's also PDF options if you're just interested in the role-playing game and you're a big fan of Voltron and want to check out a new system. You can support Catalyst Games. They've done really great things with MechWarrior and their different games. Catalyst has been pretty cool. One of the last Catalyst games that I played was the Shadowrun game that was had really great art in it and was very, very challenging. They can design a challenging cooperative game, that's for sure. But very cool stuff. Fans of Voltron, look out and look them up on Kickstarter, Voltron, and I'll put links to this stuff down in the comments in the video description below, along with links to our Discord and social media and all of that other great stuff. If you want to keep the conversation going, you can check out the links in the video description below, and also check out Crabbok.com where we have all kinds of other cool stuff. So that's always a fun thing. Let's move forward. Last but not least, news from one of your favorite superheroes and favorite gamers. Henry Cavill has announced that they have finalized a lot of the behind-the-scenes decision-making, and there is basically confirmation that we are getting the Warhammer Amazon series. It is now officially in development. And that's a pretty big deal. There was a lot of negotiation and decisions that had to be made, and a lot of stuff that's still, top secret under wraps that they can't talk about, but we will find out eventually. But Henry Cavill sounds like he is over the moon about it, and that sounds like a pretty good sign as a big gamer, as a big tabletop gamer, a huge Warhammer 40,000 fan. Henry Cavill has kind of been one of those champions of standing up for being a fan of the source material. And I think a lot of us would love to have, a Henry Cavill of our own representing some of our favorite stuff and some of our favorite games, and beyond Warhammer. But I'd love to have a Henry Cavill also be out there. It's and we also need to do a Star Wars Armada movie, and we also they kind of had those. They were the Star Wars movies, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, we need a Star Wars movie, for crying out loud, don't we? We haven't had one of those in a long time. No, but no, it's very cool stuff. There have been rumors, and I'm not sure if how true this is going to be, but it seems likely that it might at least be connected. But the rumors that I had heard were that one of the things they were considering was making this new series basically an indirect or direct sequel to Space Marine 2. And while I don't think that that's confirmed at this point, it is certainly possible that things like that could happen because of the relative popularity of Space Marine 2, and of course the relative popularity of Henry Cavill. It's not anything relative about that. He's just massively a global superstar. So, I could see them potentially kind of picking up where Space Marine 2 left off. I haven't finished Space Marine 2 yet, but I have picked it up. I picked it up as a Black Friday deal, so I've been working my way slowly but surely through Space Marine 2 and Marvel Rivals. So those are the two new games that I've been playing a lot of recently. For fans of Space Marine 2, Marvel Rivals, what have you been playing? Let me know down in the comments section below. It's been a very, very good year. We've had a great time on the channel, and this will probably be the last AGN for 2025. We'll be picking things back up. I mean, we'll still be doing video content, but for AGN specifically as a series, this will probably be the closeout episode for 2025. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Again, trying to do daily content is always challenging when you focus on only a couple of games. So this was a great way for me to focus on positive stories that cover a wider variety of stuff. We are still going to be covering Star Wars Armada, Star Wars Legion, a lot of Star Wars games, Star Trek games, a lot of spaceship games, science fiction games, miniature games. We're also still going to be covering Warhammer. We're going to be covering Age of Sigmar, which is the one that I play a little bit more, but I'm not afraid to cover other Games Workshop games as well. So Games Workshop, if you're watching, I'd love to see some Battlefleet Gothic come on back as a big spaceship gamer. I don't know, I'm doing voices again. As a big spaceship gamer, I'd love to see some more spaceship games. And shoot me, call me. Nobody does this. Nobody does this. This isn't how you talk to somebody. Oh, I can't hear you. You're shaking. Anyway, we've got a giveaway winner to announce. Let's go ahead and jump to that because we're having a good time today on the bridge of the Enterprise. Look at this beautiful ship. It's wonderful. I'm doing voices again. Stop it. All right, so Today's winner is going to win a Star Wars Armada promo of the... this is an old promo from the Nebulon B Escort Frigate. This thing is old. What year was this from? I think this was from the launch year of Star Wars Armada on the back. This is a full size. We like the full size cards, right? Well, some people do. A lot of people do, as a matter of fact. Because you get your information all in there. You don't have to flip it over to figure out what kind of stuff you have. So I like that. So today's winner is going to be Admiral Grampus, or Adma Grampus. Adma Grampus, or I'm assuming that's Admiral Grampus. Congratulations. Thank you so much for entering to win. If you did not win, don't worry. Plenty more chances to win cool stuff. Just got to subscribe, leave a comment. And also, while you're at it, go ahead and like the video, share the video, click that little bell to get those alerts so you don't miss out on super groovy content and all that great stuff. It helps me out, and I appreciate all you guys who stick around and have stuck with me through the years on that ever slow but persistent climb to 100,000 subscribers. That's always been my goal, and with the type of content I do, it's a very difficult number to hit because I refuse to do negative content. I refuse to do the Kathleen Kennedy should be fired and all of these, look at the outrage. I don't like to do that shock and outrageous journalism and that kind of stuff. I like to focus on happy stuff. And the fact of the matter is there's far fewer numbers in happy YouTube content. All the subscriptions lie in the hate-filled YouTube content. And I don't want to do that. So I'm trying to get there the path of the paladin, right? I'm trying to take the noble good path towards 100K. It's not an easy path to get, but at some point within the next 30 years, I'll probably get there, hopefully before I die. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for today. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and a big thanks to my patrons. You guys are out of this world and help make the whole channel possible. I will talk to you later. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. So say we all, and always wash your socks.